with a focus on how to tackle the national challenges of poverty among Nigerian citizens and the state of insecurity in the nation. The SDP presidential candidate delivered a lecture themed The World of Nigeria and Nigeria in the World, Foreign Policy as an Adjunct of Domestic Priorities at the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs, spoke on the early existence and necessity of diplomatic relations between countries even in the pre-colonial age.
And as I'm talking to you, diplomacy is also not new in Africa. We did not start diplomacy when the British gave us independence. Even our own traditional institutions and traditional states engage in diplomacy. They use diplomacy to trade. They use diplomacy to share common things like river, like farmland, like hunting ground. They also use diplomacy to settle rifts and wars. So diplomacy has always been with us.
The presidential candidate highlighted some irrevocable realities, which he described as diplomatic heritage that cannot be altered, and further promised that the SDP, when it comes into power, will acknowledge and abide by all affiliations endorsed by Nigeria.
I cannot become Nigeria president today and I say, well, I'm not too happy about the map of Nigeria. I think Cameroon should be part of us, and Benin Republic should be part of us. I cannot do that. I'm not allowed to do that. It is not part of our diplomatic tradition to do that. I cannot say, well, I don't like the Commonwealth of Nations, I need to quit. No, I cannot do that. I cannot say, well, United Nations, if you don't make me a permanent member of the Security Council, I quit. I cannot do that. So I will say on behalf of the Social Democratic Party and on behalf of my putative presidency and on behalf of Nigerians that when the SDP forms the government, we will abide by all agreements signed and executed by Nigeria.
The Director General of the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs, while speaking, establishes the healthy status of the Nigerian foreign policy in and outside Africa, which calls the attention of the international world, especially to the forthcoming presidential polls.
Nigeria is a big country in the world, and that status has bestowed on us the center stage in global affairs, and our foreign policy has been informed by that status. So in terms of the changing world, you would feel that one thing that hasn't changed about Nigeria's foreign policy is the high regard that it has attracted from all over the world, which is why in this election year, everyone is interested in what is happening in Nigeria. The international community is engaging all presidential candidates, which is well.
Every country in the world is necessitated to interrelate with other countries, as this helps protect a country's national integrity, interest, and socio-economic prosperity. These, however, can only be achieved through proper planning. Khalid Badar for KAFTAN Television.